And we can, for these, whatever you prefer here, it's just a button on there. I'm going to approve them this way by checking both boxes and hitting submit. This is a bit of a problem here, Joe. You know what we're going to do? Click back to home. Refresh your reminders. You can see now you have 2 sales orders to invoice. I'm going to pull each of them up individually since these would have come in from Ormond, just to verify that they look good, everything's looks okay, and then you can hit bill remaining. On the first one, save. You now have an invoice. Do the same thing over here. You can actually, Joe, I've got it set right now where the system is automatically sending the invoice to it just does this automatically, sends it to the student. However, I don't know if you want to do that, Joe. I know because one of these, the invoice is going to get paid by deposit. The student doesn't really need it. I'm going to close these out. Oh, shit. Sorry, 1 second. I messed that up. All right, back to my home page after I've made both invoices. I'll refresh this. And it shows me that one of them, the student had enough loan money to pay the invoice directly. So I'm going to take a look at that invoice. You can see here, this one's for Amy. The invoice was $1,000 and she does have $2,575. You can apply a lower amount to the invoice and the rest would be need a payment form. But in this case, the whole thing can be applied to the student loan amount. All right, so we accept payment. You can see here that we're going to apply $1,000 to this invoice, but here under deposits. So if you look at payment method, you could come in here and pay with a credit card, a check number, whatever it may be. But in this instance, we're going to go to deposits, and it's now applied. I'm going to save it. Our refresh should go to 0. And if we want to go look at that invoice, my last recent record, I can see it's paid in full. If I look at related records, I can see the deposit application. Instead of a payment, it's using a deposit application. It took $1,000 from her loan funds and used it. To show what's left, I'll click on the client here. And under financial, you can see what the balance is left of her student loan. And that is it for the business office.